We will look at authorship in relation to a few different source types. We will refer to some academic sources and also other source types. We will look at differences in source types in this topic later, but for now focus on authorship attribution. Academic books typically have 1, 2 or 3 authors, but they can have more. Authors are often university researchers and tutors or are part of a research organisation. Academic books are published by academic book publishers, and the authors are experts in their fields. Academic journal articles can also be authored by 1 or 2 people, but often are authored by 3, 4, 5 or more people. All authors listed have authorship status of the journal article, and the order the names appear denote the amount of work that each has contributed. The first author listed is known as the lead author, and they usually have overall responsibility for all the work that goes into the journal article, and they may write the first draft of the article. Sometimes you will see a journal that's got a very high number of authors. The number can sometimes, but not often, be in the hundreds. Here's an example of an article with 30 authors. The articles themselves typically range from 10 or so pages to around 30 pages long, so it may seem odd that so many authors are listed. This is because authorship of journal articles refers to more than just actually writing it. It's not always the case that so many authors would co-write an article. However, they will have contributed to the intellectual work in a substantial way. For example, they may have undertaken a lot of the research that has informed the article. All 30 authors have been attributed to authorship status and will be credited as being one of the authors. Next, we will look at government publications. Information produced by the UK government can be located on the gov.uk website. Particular sections on the website and documents are usually authored by specific people or government departments, such as the Department for Education or the Department for Health and Social Care. This first example has authors listed on the cover, so authorship can be attributed to them. Often researchers are affiliated with universities, particularly researchers whose work informs public policy can author documents published by government departments. However, many documents accessed on the government website are authored by government departments, such as this example. As no named authors are presented on the document, authorship would be attributed to the Department for Education. A website may also provide a specific named author, such as news stories on the BBC website. The reporter or journalist would usually author the article. However, sometimes in the absence of an author, the authorship would be attributed to the organisation, in this instance, the BBC. Looking at data now, you may need to use data in the form of figures and statistics, and this example shows a reputable source, the Office for National Statistics, or ONS, who are the executive office of the UK Statistics Authority. In this ONS source, data is also presented in graphs, diagrams and tables, and the authorship for all information in this source is attributed to the ONS. However, you may locate data in other source types such as in books and journal articles, and this may be the data from the results of the original search undertaken by the authors of the source of information. However, you may see data presented in sources where the data has been taken from somewhere else, such as in this Guardian article. A good source will indicate where any statistics or data have come from. In this case, The Guardian have indicated that the data has come from the Lords Constitution Committee, and stating the source of the data adds validity for the data itself. Finally, we will look at an image as a source of information. For this type of source, there are layers of authorships to consider. So using a fashion image to explain this, when using a photo such as this, you may be talking about the fashion designer, the photographer, but also the source that publishes the photo, for example, a magazine such as Vogue. So in summary, authorship can be attributed from one to many people, or it can be attributed to an organisation or a department. It can refer to written texts, creative works, and data. And as well as the writing of these sources, it's also related to any research and intellectual contribution towards the production of the information.